Morning students, I hope you all are doing fine. Take your social studies book, page number 119. Today we will see the new chapter, chapter 20, our rights and duties. In this chapter, we will learn about Constitution of India and its preamble, our fundamental rights, fundamental duties, directive principles of state policy. Let us start the class. India is the largest democracy in the world. Our country has a long written constitution too. A constitution tells us about our goals, rights, and duties towards our country. India is one of the largest democracy in the world. So the constitution defines the vital framework of the constitution defines the vital and core framework of a country. The constitution contains the national goals which form the foundation of a country. The constitution tells us about our goals, our country goals, our people rights, what is our rights, what is our duties towards our country. Now we will see our constitution. Now the question generally arises, what we mean by the word constitution. In simple language we can say that what is a constitution? A constitution is a written document of the set of rules and regulations as to how a government should function. We can say that constitution is a set of rules according to which the government of a country runs. On the other hand, we can define the position and powers of the three organs government, executive, legislative and judicial. This constitution explains the relations between the government and the citizens. The constitution defines the powers of the government very clearly. So what are the powers and functions of citizens and what are the powers and functions for government? How to run the government so that it cannot misuse them and violate the rights of the citizen. It takes all precautions to safeguard the rights of the citizens. The Constitution of India is the supreme law of India. It was enforced on 26 January 1950. It lays down the framework defining fundamental principles, structure, procedures, powers, and duties of the government, and spells out the fundamental rights, directive principles, and duties of the citizens of India. India celebrates the adoption of the Constitution on 26 January each year as per the Republic year. Let us explain. The Constitution was adopted by the Constitution Assembly of India 26 November 1949. However, it came into effect 26 January 1950, a day celebrated for its historical significance. So the 26th January would be celebrated as the day of Purna Swaraj or complete independence. So when India became independent, 26th January was chosen as the day to declare itself India as Republic. India has the longest written and most detailed constitution in the world. In order to give the people of India the best possible constitution, the framers of our constitution studied how they are making. They have to study and incorporate the best, what are the best features, various constitutions of the world. They have to incorporate the best features of various constitutions of the world. So they have to see about the various constitutions of the world. Other countries, what are the constitution they are adopting. They have to see. Our constitution was drafted in 1949 and since then several changes have taken place in our country. Thus, it is essential to make modifications in the constitution according to the changing condition. These modifications, so it lays down the framework defining fundamental rights. In this constitution, They are defining fundamental principles. What are the structure, government structure, procedures, powers and duties of the government. Spells out the fundamental rights, directive principle, and what are the duties of the citizens. So everything explained clearly in the constitution. Now we will see the preamble. So the present preamble. The preamble is an introductory document which explains the goals of the government. What is preamble? The preamble is an introductory document which explains the goals of the government. It states the aims and objectives of the constitution. We, the people of the present day preamble as it presented in the Constitution of India reads, we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure all its citizens. First, I will explain this one sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. What is the meaning of sovereign? First, sovereign. Sovereignty is the freedom to govern oneself within a territory and to be free from any external control. So within our country, we are the free people. Okay. No external, no outside people cannot control ourselves. They will not interference our. There should be no external interference, any kind of functioning. So in our government, we have the freedom to own our government. That is, no one has the right to interfere our government. Then socialism. What is the meaning of socialism? Socialism means that everyone must enjoy social and economic equality. Our society is an unequal society. Next, secularism. The preamble states that India is a secular country because in our India only we have lot of religions, lot of religions, lot of languages we have spoken. So that means there will be no state religion. All religions will be treated equally. So people following Hinduism, Muslims, Islam, Christians, Buddhism, Jainism, so all religions will be treated equally. The constitution also guarantees the right to freedom of religion as the fundamental right. This includes the freedom to profess, propagate and practice any religion. You can practice any religion. Every religious group in India can practice and propagate its faith. The government, what is the role of government? The government has the duty to protect the life, liberty, and property of all its citizens without discriminating against them on the basis of caste, creed, religion, or sex. Next, democracy. What is democracy? Democracy is one of the most important features of our constitution. Democracy here, democracy refers the government wherein people have the power to vote and elect their representative to the government. These representatives then make laws on behalf of the people. In India, in our country, in Indian country, who are 18 years and above have the right to vote. This is known as the, as you know, universal adult franchise. So elections are held every 5 years. If the people are dissatisfied with the government, they can vote it out. So ultimate power lies in the hands of the people one. Next, republic. Republic. What is that republic? The term republic means that the head of the state shall not be a hereditary head, but will be chosen by the people through an election only. In a republican form of government, the head is elected for a certain period of time only. For example, in India, the president is elected for a term of 5 years only. So, as a republic, India also aims to secure justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity to all citizens. Justice, social, economic, and political. Liberty of thought. Liberty of thought, expression, belief, and worship. Third, equality. Equality of status of opportunities. So our society is an unequal society. There is it. Okay, gap between the rich and poor. So poverty prevents many people from receiving good education, which in turn prevents that getting well-paid jobs. So proper development of our country, it is important to bridge gap between the rich and poor by achieving social and economic equality. Fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. So in our Constitution Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt and enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. So this is the preamble. So what is preamble? We the people of India have solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign socialist secular democratic republic to secure all its citizens. Is it clear, students? Let us recapitulation of the today class. India is the largest democracy in the world. So our Indian constitution is the lengthiest constitution in the world. What is constitution? A constitution is a written document of the set of rules and regulations as to how a government should function. A constitution is very important for our country. Constitution preamble to the Constitution of India clearly mentions some ideals such as sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, and lay emphasis on justice, equality, liberty, and fraternity. These ideals are scared for people because they struggle for them. Then Constitution defines the country's political system, whether it should be a monarchy or a democracy. In a democracy country, the people have the right to choose their leaders, but the later they can misuse their status or power. This may not be happen as the constitution provides certain safeguards against the misuse of authority, so that they may not do any gross injustice to the people. Thirdly, in a democratic country, the constitution provides fundamental rights to the people, which save them not only from the tyranny of the state, but also from the tyranny of the majority against minority, or saves a sections of society, weaker sections of the society from the others. Another important purpose constitution is clearly demarcate the functions and process of different organs of the government, so that there are at least chances of clash between them which can lead to factionalism in the administration or conversion to of democracy to dictatorship. That's all for today class. I hope you all understood. Meet you in the next class. Till then, revise the chapter talk. Thank you. Have a nice day.